I don't know. After hearing him calm and talking about the tether story, it's probable.
Go down to the county attorney's office. I think you'll find a lot of humans down there.
All right.
No disrespect.
Stop driving.
I'm flirting with the judge in front of my dad.
What's going on? This is Colin. Excuse me. How's everybody doing? Happy Friday. Friday. I've got a good video for you this morning. I've got 2 sovcits and 1 contempt. All in front of Judge King. He's had a hell of a last 24 hours. Ooh, they're fun though. They're fun. Yeah, a little frustrating. But there's some funny moments. All right. Let's go. Before I get into it, you already know what to do. Hit that like and subscribe. Do your jump kick backflips. And as always, my link tree is in the description if you really love this video. I would appreciate it, please, and thank you. All right, let's go.
Date and time will be February 8th, 2024 at 9 o'clock a.m. Following the petition.
Your Honor, maybe we'll address
Yes.
briefly. I'm not sure at this point, but I do hear that there's no contact order in place and there has been some contact from the defendant to this record. So we would actually,
So what evidence is there?
I just, I think I can briefly testify to.
Okay, let's have a witness step in.
If you did.
All right, this guy, he had a whole hearing. The hearing was just average. It was a typical hearing. Not a lot of excitement. It was about 20 minutes, so I cut all that out just to show you the exciting part. And yeah, it's about to go down. FAFO.
Okay, Your Honor, I will withdraw that, but can we indicate indicate that there is a no contact order in place?
Judge, I informed my client not to call, attempt to call.
Mr. Edgerton. Excuse me? That's how you address the court. What's up?
Yes.
You're very disrespectful, aren't you? Yeah, it is cool, isn't it? I say, yeah, it is cool, isn't it? That's why you're in the position you're in now. The court is going to continue to bond. You keep it up, sir, you're going to lose your phone privileges. You won't be able to call anybody. Okay, good. Have a good day.
All right, I'll talk to you later, sir.
Saying something? What you say?
Come on back.
Won't be able to call her either. Keep it up. Yeah, okay. I'm going to hold the defendant in contempt of court. I'm suspending his phone privileges. I'm going to sentence him to 90 days Wayne County Jail as well. I need a order, need a number.
All right, now that was short and sweet. Short and sweet. Guy got held in contempt. I know the audio, you couldn't hear what the guy was saying, but with Judge King, you kind of figured it out. Disrespectful, kind of talking back. Then he tried to say some stuff as he was walking out. Not the king to play games. Not the king. Not the judge to play games with. All right, next we have Sovereign Citizen. This is Kevin Pollard, the beneficiary. Sorry, that's I am not here as Kevin Pollard today. I am here as Colin, definitely not Cromwell. All right, let's go.
Calling case number 2405-538-101, people in the state of Michigan versus Kevin Pollard. Defendant's charged with count 1, criminal sexual conduct, second degree.
Appearances for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Shelley Drink for the People, P number 60249. I'm standing in for the Attorney of Record, Assistant Prosecuting Attorney Erica Moses.
And good morning, Your Honor. Nicole James, appearing on behalf of Mr. Pollard. My P number is 58961.
All right, what's your pleasure, counsel? Oh, Mr. Pollard, unmute yourself and tell us your name, sir. Mr. Pollard.
Wake up there, buddy. Wake up.
Have them unmute you so you can tell us your name.
This is good. Do we remember what his name was?
Tell me your name, sir.
I exercise my right to remain silent.
No, you don't. No, you
You don't
don't.
want to tell us your name?
I'm the beneficiary
Beneficiary of what?
of the trust that we are now here to administrate.
Okay, that's fine. Can you tell me your name?
Excuse me,
Can you tell me your name?
the beneficiary of the trust, Your Honor. I'm not
Beneficiary of trust?
I'm not here, I'm not coming here as the name, I'm summoned as the state trust. It'll be a
All right,
contradiction.
I'm looking for Kevin Pollard. If he's not here, I will capious him.
Your Honor, you are appearing as Kevin Pollard today.
No, I'm not. My name is Kenneth King.
No, Your Honor, you are the trustee of the the trust that we are now here to administrate.
All right. Did you guys see the court? I don't know if it's a bailiff or just an officer. The guy in the bottom left corner, he just popped around like, what is he saying? He just popped up to see what he was saying. This guy's gonna get a capious while he's in jail in front of the king. I did it again in front of the judge he's supposed to be seeing. Oh, this guy. I wish his charges weren't so bad so we can actually make some jokes about him, but it's kind of hard to joke about him when he's a monster.
It is a
I have no idea what you're talking about, sir. I'm just looking for Kevin Pollard. If you're not him, then I'll issue an arrest warrant for Kevin Pollard because he's supposed to be here.
Under trust law, it's a contradiction for one to be the beneficiary and the trustee, Your Honor.
All right, you're talking a different language to me. I have no idea what you're talking about. Miss James, how would you like to proceed?
Judge, originally I was gonna ask it to be set for a preliminary examination, but it sounds like it may be a competency issue. So Judge, what I'm gonna ask the court to do, I have an appointment to meet with Mr. Pollard this afternoon. I'm gonna ask the court if you would, we can set an exam date, but we could also set Monday as a review date.
Okay, why don't we just do that before we set an exam date?
Okay.
The court will adjourn the probable cause conference. If you're able to find Mr. Pollard, we'll adjourn the probable cause conference to February 5th at 8:30.
Yes, Your Honor.
Find Mr. Pollard and I will issue a capious for his arrest. Thank
Yes,
you.
Your Honor. Thank you. Have a good
Thank
one,
you,
everyone.
Judge.
All right. There was Mr. Pollard again, the beneficiary. Oh, all right. We'll see him again on Monday. This is just the saga that doesn't stop and keeps on giving. All right. Now, got another sovcit. Like I said, Judge King had two of them in 2 days. All right. Let's go.
This matter's up for exam today.
Yes, Your Honor. Let me grab it. Right, every time I work with you, Judge King, we gotta go, what's up? Every time, what's up? What's this, what? Cause me and you, every time we work together, a key member for Beneficiary.
All right. I did keep in the chat between the court staff and Judge King. Now, this happened yesterday after the first contempt hearing. I just threw the Kevin Pollard clip in because it was short. This one's a little bit longer. This is an entire hearing. Yeah. Let's go.
867. What's your name, sir?
Raymond Terrell.
Okay, come on, Mr. Ray. I have you stand right here in front of this seat, okay?
Calling case 2359278. People of the state of Michigan versus Raymond Terrell Bland. Defendant is charged in count 1 with. Where is the information?
one, weapons carrying concealed.
Yes, I
For
do.
the record, please.
Agent Lewis for the people, P 85520.
And it looks like the defendant has not been assigned an attorney. What's your name for the record, sir?
Raymond Terrell.
It's Raymond Terrell. So it looks like you got Raymond Terrell. Terrell is your last name?
No, it's not.
What's your last name?
You asking me to name on my birth certificate? Name on my birth certificate is Raymond Terrell Landon. But it would be wrong for me to use that name. That name is copyrighted by the Queen. So how could I possibly use that name?
Copyrighted by the Queen. What
Yes.
Queen? You don't have a
Queen
Queen.
of England or whoever, but it's copyrighted. It's owned by someone else. I don't own my name.
In any event, this matter is scheduled for preliminary examination. Sir, you don't have an attorney present here. The court wishes to assign you an attorney.
I would deny it. I don't want it.
Why not?
I don't want an attorney. I don't need an attorney.
Think you're capable of representing yourself?
Yes, I am.
Are you an attorney?
No, I'm not an attorney.
How far did you go in school?
I went far enough.
How far is that?
That's 12th grade.
Graduated?
No, I did not. I can read, write, and I understand proper English, so
All right, let me make sure that you understand me. I think that you're really doing a disservice to yourself by not having an attorney. And this is for your own protection, because you're not charged with the most serious of crimes, but yet it still is a 5-year felony. You understand that?
yeah, I understand.
Okay. Do you understand that an attorney would be able to do some things on your behalf, like quite possibly get you diversion, to which you would plead guilty, do a short term of probation, and then the case would be dismissed off the record.
I understand my rights, and I understand the situation that was going on, so I would represent myself. Whatever happens is what happens.
You understand that if you represent yourself, I gotta hold you to the same standard as if you were an attorney. I'm not cutting you any breaks because you don't know the law.
That's fine. I understand.
So it's your wish to represent yourself.
Yeah.
All right. Now, in no way mean to insult you in any kind of way. But you have heard of that old saying that anyone who represents himself has a fool for a client. There's a lot of truth to that. A lot of truth to that.
It's my right to represent myself, and I wish to represent myself.
Okay. Are the people ready to proceed?
Yes, sir.
How many witnesses?
Just one.
They call you witnesses.
At this time, the people call Officer Bashby.
Sit down, sir.
All right, now that we got that out of the way, this is
Your Honor,
a typical
I asked
hearing.
for a mutual cease restoration with the
This is a typical hearing. It's pretty interesting though. That's why I kept it in. And the conversation after this is hilarious. So stay tuned till the end. Judge King has some funny comments with the court staff. All right, let's go.
exception of the officer charged. Please take the-
All right. Take it there, please. All right, ladies and gentlemen out there in YouTube land, if you are a witness or potential witness, I'm ordering you to log off at this time. Sir, please step forward, give your name and spelling to the court reporter. Yes, Your Honor.
Last name Bajpai.
That's awesome.
Please raise your right hand, sir. You swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
Thank you, sir. Please have a seat with witness counsel next to me. Voice up nice and loud and speak to that microphone. To the right.
Yes, sir.
You may begin when you're ready.
Can you please take your name and occupation for the record?
Officer Naveed Bajpai, police officer with the Detroit Police Department,
And how long have you been a police officer?
approximately 5 years.
And were you working in the capacity of a police officer on October 5th, 2023?
Yes, ma'am, I was.
Okay, and were you working by yourself?
No, ma'am, I was working with two partners,
What's their name?
Officer Ryan Ruloff and Officer Daniel Colgrove.
And on this particular day, were you working in full or modified uniform?
I was working in a modified uniform, as you see me in court today,
And were you on foot patrol or in a scout car?
in a scout car,
Was that scout car police or semi?
It was semi-marked.
Okay, and when a police vehicle is semi-marked, what exactly identifies that as being a police vehicle?
It's present with decals stating Detroit Police on both sides. However, the light bar is inside the vehicle as opposed to on top.
Okay, and did your duties as a police officer take you to 1200 East 7 Mile Road?
Yes, ma'am, they did.
And is that in the city of Detroit, County of Wayne?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
And what is at that location?
That is a Bolero gas station.
Okay, and why were you at that location?
We were conducting a routine patrol in the area.
Okay, and while you were conducting routine patrol in the area, did you observe anything that caught your attention?
I did, yes.
What did you observe?
As my partner pulled the scout car eastbound through the parking lot of the Bolero gas station, I observed the defendant, Mr. Blanding, walking westbound through the parking lot of the gas station towards our oncoming scout car.
Okay, and can you please point to an identifier on the book code of the person you had identified that you observed?
That would be Mr. Blanding with the gray t-shirt.
Your Honor, may the record reflect that the witness has identified the defendant?
So no.
Okay, and upon making this observation, did you observe anything further?
I did, yes.
What did you observe?
As Mr. Blanding was walking towards us in mentioned manner, I observed the grip of a handgun protruding from his front waistband.
Okay. And based on your observations, what, if anything, did you do?
At that time, I exited my scout car to further an investigation for possible CCW.
Okay, and what happened next?
I made contact with Mr. Blanding in the parking lot. At that time, I asked him if he could present me with a CPL.
And did he present you with the CPO?
He stated to me that he's open carrying and therefore did not need one.
Okay, and upon receiving that information, what did you do next?
I instructed Mr. Blanding to place his hands upon his head in order to safely recover the firearm, which he did.
Okay, and why did you instruct him to do so?
Mr. Blanding had previously informed me that he did not have a CPL, which would be a requirement to carry a firearm in mentioned manner.
Okay, and when you say in mentioned manner, please explain to the court what do you mean by that?
The majority of the firearm was concealed within his front waistband. The only exposed part of the firearm was the grip.
Okay, and did he comply with putting his hands up and everything?
Yes, ma'am, he did.
Okay, and did the defendant have a CPO?
No, he did not.
And did you verify that?
Yes, it was verified via lien.
Okay, and what did you do with the firearm?
I secured the firearm as well as the inside the waistband holster inside my scout car, pending processing of the prisoner.
Okay, did you place that on him?
I did, yes.
My first question.
Cross examine. You get to ask questions. Yes. Step to the podium so we can hear you. Right.
I asked you, what was the reason for stopping? What was the reason for stopping?
As I stated, I observed you concealing a firearm in the front waistband.
You observed me concealing a firearm. You can see the firearm properly from with your eye from the scout car, from 30 to 40 feet away, right?
As I mentioned, I could see the grip of the firearm protruding from your waistband.
Okay,
Yes.
so how could you consider that concealed if you can see the firearm with your eyes? And that's what, the only thing that made you stop me was the vision of my firearm, right?
A portion of the firearm.
No, all you seen, but why else did you stop me? There was no other reason for you to stop me, so that would be considered a Terry stop, right?
As I mentioned, that was the reason for the investigation, the further weapons offense investigation.
But there was no, I was not committing a crime. There was nothing that you can say that I was committing a crime, or no other reason that you can say that I was doing anything wrong for you to stop. So you had, what would you say, you just had a feeling that I didn't have a CCW, so that is the reason why you stopped me.
No, sir, I had reason to investigate you and ask you to present your CPL card.
What was the reason for stopping me? I was not committing a crime. I was walking through the stairs. You can see the gun. You don't know if I have a CPL or not. So what gives you the right to even stop me in the first place in question?
Because the majority of the firearm was concealed inside your waistband.
Once again, you don't know if I have a CPL or not, right? So why did you stop me? You don't know if I have a CPL or not. I'm not committing a crime. I'm walking down the street, so you have no right to stop me and question me in the first place. That is a violation of my statement.
Yeah.
Is that a question or a statement?
So,
All right, we got the facts of the case. So he was in the presence of a couple of officers, and he had a pistol on him, and he had it in his the drawstring of his pants, something like that, and at least half of the gun was was hidden. So that falls under concealed carry. Yes, that is what they said. They said, I don't remember how much of the gun they said. I'm sorry. I'm trying to multitask right now. So what do you guys think? Is that a rightful stop? I mean, he has a gun walking towards police officers and it's mostly hidden or at least half hidden. So they stopped him and asked him for his license. I mean, it's the law. I would be cautious of that if I was a police officer. I mean, they're cautious of any time they see a firearm, even if it's truly open carry. He could have had it on his hip. Still would have been cautious of him. May not have stopped him, but they would have been watching him. Don't give the police a reason to stop you. I mean, it's like putting tint on your car. If it's too dark, you're just giving them a reason to stop you. I mean, why provoke a stop if you can avoid it? I don't understand it. He might have actually thought he wasn't doing anything wrong though, and that's why he's fighting this so hard. Still, the sovcit stuff at the beginning wasn't necessary. But he is special. He got his name copywritten. Did you say copywritten by the Queen? Yeah. The best thing is this is Judge King.
You have to ask questions.
So you can see that I was not committing any crime, so can you tell me what was the reason for stopping me besides the sight of my firearm?
That's been asked and answered.
Okay, so there was no other reason for you to stop me. I don't have any more questions. I mean,
Okay. Any redirect?
No redirect, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. You missed it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Any other witnesses?
No further witnesses, Your Honor.
Sir, do you have any witnesses to call?
no, I don't.
Your Honor, at this time, the people were requesting the case be bound over. We do believe that there's a question of fact for the trier of fact to be here from the witness officer last time. He stated upon observing the defendant with a grip of a handgun protruding from his waistband, he then went and investigated for possible carrying a concealed weapon, upon which he asked if he had a CPL. The defendant did not present one, at which point the officer recovered the handgun and made it safe, and also verified via need as to whether he had a license to carry, and which he did not. So, Your Honor, the people believe that this question of fact or trier of fact based on.
Mr. Terrell and Mr. Landon, whichever the name is. Would you like to make an argument as to why the court shouldn't bind it over?
You say what?
Would you like to make an argument as to why the court should not bind this matter over?
Yes, I would.
Go ahead.
Because he violated my Second Amendment rights. I have a right to bear arms, and I was doing nothing wrong. I did not commit a crime. He did not have a reason to stop me in the first place, and that would be considered a Terry stop because he didn't have a reason or a right to stop me. I was not committing a crime. So why did he even stop me and approach me? I have a right to bear arms. My arm was legal. It's registered. So therefore, why was he even stopping me? That's harassment. He stopped me because he seen a black man carrying a firearm walking out of the store. There was no other reason in the world he could stop me. I don't see no other reason why he could stop me. Like, I was not committing a crime. Usually you would have to be committing a crime for someone to stop you if you're walking out the store. Well, the only thing he's seen my pistol. I have a right to carry a pistol. That is my Second Amendment right. So why is he stopping me?
All right, I get what you.
He just referenced Terry v. Ohio. I wonder if our good friend out there in California with the glasses, if he will get interested in this. We'll see.
I get what you're saying, and that's not different than an argument that an attorney would make. You didn't do too bad, especially to not have any formal education in law or college and life. But let me explain something to you. You do have a Second Amendment right to bear arms, but as all of your rights, none of those rights are absolute. States have been made to regulate how and when you can carry a weapon. In the state of Michigan, although you can open carry, you cannot carry a concealed weapon.
It was not concealed.
Sir, hold on, let me talk. You cannot carry a concealed weapon on your person without a license to do so. Sir, please do not interrupt. Let me talk. I'll give you another opportunity, okay? All right. So the officer testified that the weapon was concealed on your person. It wasn't totally concealed in that he could see the hand grip of the weapon. it does not have to be totally concealed in order to be concealed in the state of Michigan. A portion of it, he said that the only part that was visible was the grip of the handgun. That would be considered concealed, or at least a question of fact as to whether or not you were open carrying or carrying a concealed weapon.
The only thing that I can say that would be the problem is I had the Empower holster. I wasn't aware of the holster.
Your holster is an even issue.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with you having a holster. I don't have a problem with you carrying a gun if you're open carrying.
Yeah, it was
But
open
if-
carrying.
if
It was
the-
out.
if the pistol
But
is
the reason that
concealed
he
on-
seen the gun, Your Honor, is that's the only reason he seen it. When I walked out of the gas station, he can see it with full view.
I
How can
understand
you
that.
consider that concealed? That's out for him to see.
Because a portion of the weapon was concealed. Do you concede that? The portion of it was concealed? You had an inner holster, right?
Yes,
So with the inner holster, because I carry one myself, with the inner holster,
like a quarter of the gun is concealed, and the rest of it is hanging out.
well, I don't know what kind of gun it is, but a quarter of a gun or half the gun, he said that most of the gun was concealed.
Majority of the gun was out. And if you can see the video from it, you can see the gun and you can see how much of the gun was hanging out from the video.
All right. So you'll be free to argue that even if this gets to trial, that the gun was not concealed. But based on his testimony, his sworn testimony, he said that the majority of the gun was concealed. The only thing that you could see was the handle of the gun, and that's what he observed. Now, possessing the gun on your person gave him reasonable suspicion that you might be carrying the gun without a license. And that's what he acted on. He went in to further investigate whether or not you had a
That was
CDL.
like a hunch though. That's like he couldn't say
That's
for
what-
sure.
That's what reasonable suspicion is.
A hunch, and that gives you the reason to stop me. If you don't know how committing a crime, sure he shouldn't be able to stop me. He
Reasonable,
has a hunch, maybe.
hold on.
That's a
Reasonable
maybe.
suspicion. You mentioned the case Terry versus Ohio. You might want to go read it. Reasonable suspicion means that you have reason to believe that criminal activity might be afoot, and that you can articulate on the record what that reasonable suspicion is. He saw you with a gun that was somewhat exposed on your person. Based on that, he could come and ask you questions to see if you were carrying that gun legally or not. Based on his testimony, he did so and you were not. So that's where you stand. All right. So the court, after hearing the testimony of the officer, is satisfied that people have met their burden of probable cause as it relates to the charges contained in the complaint warrant. The court finds those charges were committed in the city of Detroit. The court finds probable cause to believe this has been committed. The defendant will be bound over to Wayne County Third Circuit Court Criminal Division for further proceedings. His arraignment on the information, date, and time will be February 15th, 2024 at 9:00 a.m. Bond will be continued.
All right. What do you guys think? I think Judge King did a really good job with handling that case. He was patient with them, even though he kept interrupting him. He didn't snap at him. I mean, he did say the one time that I'll give you another chance to talk. Please let me finish. He interrupted him again, and even though Judge King did just put someone in contempt for talking back to him, he was able to calm down right after. So that's awesome. What else was I gonna say? Now I'm saying I just had that conversation last night about saying too many times. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I did think it was cool though that he complimented the guy, and he's like, you did an okay job without the education and training to come before the court. That was cool. Anyways, there's only about 2 minutes of this video left. All that's left is the funny interactions between Judge King and the court staff. It's funny. I would watch it if I were you. There's about 3 minutes left of this video, so I'm just gonna let it play out. I will be going live tonight. I hope to see everybody there. If you haven't done it already, please like and subscribe, do your jump kick backflips, and as always, my link tree is in the description if you love this video as much as I did. Please and thank you. All right, till next time. Bye.
Thank you, sir. I teach this stuff. I know you do. Good job on that. Thank you.
You.
He wasn't. I thought he was so practice the moment.
He said the queen gave him that name.
Man, right. I said, oh. Okay. I don't think I heard that.
I thought you was gonna tell him, well, I'm the king in here. Judge King.
Do we have anything else? That's it. That's it? Okay. That was it. Thank you guys for the interesting day. I think I'm gonna go back to my courtroom, the homicide docket where it's safe.
I'm just gonna, you know, could I just start calling you the king?
Lord, Jesus.
Sister Queen of England.
I got an afternoon 1:30 homicide.
Okay.